Are we here? This is a test. This is a test of the non-emergency broadcast system. Can you hear me and can you see me? I'm going to need to figure out a couple things. Somebody hit me up in the chat on YouTube or on Facebook, whether you can see and hear me, please, and thank you. There's that. JT can hear me. Kent can hear me. Looks like YouTube coming in strong. Never noticed all that gray in your beard. Come on, Chaser. We only have a few people that have even seen it in Facebook. We're trying out a different thing. I'm streaming to YouTube and Facebook. So, yeah, which is like, this is the kind of technology you guys are tuning in for. We got to give the fans what they want. However, I've never done this before, so I do need to make sure I'm doing it right. Epimenio Ramirez wants us all to know that he goes by Epi, like an EpiPen. Well, I go by Tyler, like a Tyler. You know, sometimes I go back and forth, Epi, whether I want to have a name that's so complicated I have to have a thing. That's not a complicated name, but you know, some people have a thing. Yeah, it's my last name's Pittman, you know, like a man in a pit. Or it's Epi, like EpiPen, you know, but some of us have names like Bob. You don't really need a thing. Hi, Taylor on Facebook. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to figure out how to move some windows around. I mean, I know how to move windows around. I'm trying to get the right setup here. 6-shirt hat combo. Yeah, thanks, dude. I think I can see Facebook. So I'm not streaming to Facebook on my channel, although I think I probably could. I am streaming to YouTube and straight into the Disc Golf Valley players page, which is a private page only for serious nerds of the Disc Golf Valley variety. And I've got an eye on the dashboard here. I'm probably not going to play, just so you know, I'm probably not going to play till JVD comes in. We were going to play at 8:30. Ah, thanks, fake PDGA. Foot vault. We're going to play at 8:30, so it's going to be about another 10 minutes. But I wanted to make sure I could do this double streaming thing beforehand. We are going to play Disc Golf Valley. We are going to do that. Hey, thank you so much. Oh, and I'm seeing some things I need to clean up on my, I almost said back end. Gotta watch out what you say on live television. Got some things I need to clean up on my back end. I've got some assets that I need to make more efficient in the back end of the system that I'm using. My shirt has been removed, ready to mingle. You know, one thing that I already like, I mean, there's only a couple people in Facebook, but one thing that I already like way more about Facebook Lives as opposed to YouTube Live is that you can chat, but you could kind of start a thread. People could actually reply to a specific comment in the chat, or people could react with a like or a laughy face or mad face or something to something in the chat, like I'm doing right now. And that's kind of fun functionality. I wish we could do something like that in the YouTube chat. Chaser, idea. And I haven't even vetted this comment. I'm just reading this straight, and I'm really afraid. Idea, record some segments for the DGPT to play during broadcasts where you talk about random disc golf stuff and call them Tyler's Tangents. Hey, thanks, Fake PDGA and Murder Mike. Wow, we got all the heavy hitters in here. And with that, I have achieved my operating budget for the month of March, so I'm going to shut down this live right now. Just kidding, just kidding. Thank you so much, Murder Mike 41370. Hi, other Chaser in YouTube. I've got Chaser who's talking to himself on both chats. That is some Chaserception. I feel like I need to see more windows. Does anybody have... Oh! I got somebody on my back end. Oh, man. Oh, interesting. Just got a message about RPM discs in New Zealand. Anybody throw RPM discs in New Zealand? Obviously, I'm, quite partial to DGA plastic myself. JVD, I'm probably going to need to have headphones. Man, I get so excited I don't have to wear headphones. Greetings, recently promoted Disc Golf Valley mod. Thank you. It is a responsibility that I don't take lightly, and I will make Disc Golf Valley great again. You heard it here first. Although it's already pretty great. All right, JVD, I'm coming. I got to get some headphones. I dig through the... Look at this. This is me. That's my life in a nutshell right there. You got cables and a camera and a monopod. And oh look, somewhere, headphones. I really just wanted to comically throw this behind me, but... Hi! Oh, guys, check it. Fred has found a workaround. He is trying to prove that YouTube is just as functional as Facebook by incorporating his own emoji usage via Super Chat. If people... If y'all were going to super chat emojis as often as you would use them on Facebook posts, I would delete my Facebook account right now. Whoa, JVD's coming in with multiple accounts. Dude, stop flexing, JVD. We know that you're an admin on the Smashbox account. Jeez, this guy. All right, I'm coming in. I got headphones. Man, these things look good. Look good, feel good. I am missing Medela. You know what? I may rectify that before we get started. Disc Golf movie clip, DD executive producer missing out if you enjoy bad things. Zach, what does that mean? Did they come out with something that I missed? Okay, JVD, let me see. Where are we at? 2 iPhone template. No, it's labeled Master Shot Inception Crap. Let's see if this is the one. You in here, JVD?
Hi.
Hey, I can hear you. Can you guys hear him? What? Look at these titles. Look all weird. Disc Golf Valley live stream. I think I haven't seen anybody confirm, but let me know if you can hear JVD. You should probably talk, Johnny. I just lost you.
Now you can hear me.
I got you now.
So I just got some bad news from Twitch.
Uh-oh.
They denied my basket emoticon that I submitted. I was very upset.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So after you have so many subscribers, you can submit emoticons, your own personal emoticons.
Whoa.
And so I tried to submit a disc golf basket, and unfortunately the basket I had, I think I snagged it off like Google Images.
Uh-huh.
And it has to be, you have to give it 3 different pixel sizes. So 112 by 112, 56 by 56, and then 28 by 28. Well, when you get down to 28 by 28, it's almost impossible to actually tell what the basket was. So I kind of went in with a pixel marker, and then it yelled at me and it said, sorry, this is not the same picture in all 3 of them. So I need to go back and resubmit it so that it is the same picture in all of them. But I did get 2 new emoticons for the Smashbox page. That would be a picture of me and a picture of Terry. So we're going to have our own emoticons.
Can you guys hear? I think I'm going to turn you up a little bit. You seem a little quiet in my headphones.
Quiet in your headphones.
I will turn you up a little bit. Try that.
Hi, I'm John. Nice to meet you.
That's much better. You guys let me know if maybe it was just my headphones and now he's too loud, but that sounds good to me now. Oh, wow. Look at my... my phone is... Wow, that's trippy. I need to replace that with my actual phone. iPhone audio template. Okay, that's going to be this. And TB iPhone. That's your phone down there? Yeah, it is, because I can see your overlay.
Yep.
TB iPhone.
Yes.
Well, what? Hang on, guys. Oh, I see. I see the problem. Change, local, A power mirror 2, okay, and boom goes the dynamite.
Boom!
We are ready. Are you ready for this? Oh, wait, I got to clear the chat, clear the scores.
So, Tyler,
sir,
I'm going to also stream this out to Smashbox's Twitch page.
Oh, what? We got all kinds of streaming happening. Do any of you...
So, are you streaming on the Facebook mod page? Did you figure that out?
Yeah, I did. We are streaming in the Disc Golf Valley players page and on my YouTube channel and soon on your YouTube channel.
No, I'm not going to put it out on YouTube. I'm just going to put it out on my Twitch.
Oh, okay. So only the 38,000 people subscribed to your Twitch account are going to see it on there.
Yes,
I see.
basically.
All right.
All 370 followers and 20 subscribers.
Deal. Okay, I got the chat. I got the score cleared. We don't need to... We don't need any special handicaps. We're going to just jump into this. Hey, by the way, do you hear my phone this time?
I don't believe I do.
Dang it. That has been the consistent flop. Every single week, I feel like, or every single stream, I feel like I've fixed it. Okay,
I'm wondering if you even hear mine right now.
Yeah, I can hear yours. I heard the chains there. This says play with friends, but there's not an option to play with, you know, all of you people. So we're just going to click that.
So you heard that? You heard the chains right there? You hear this?
Oh, no, I didn't.
I didn't.
I think I heard my own chains.
You probably heard your own
KLSJ.
chains.
Okay, we got some people saying it's laggy. Is the stream laggy? Yes, feels laggy. Yep, laggy here. Well, that's not good. Okay.
Hello, Keith Allen, on my Twitch page. How are you doing?
Laggy. I wonder if it has anything to do with... So, I got a new camera.
Okay.
I'm using a camcorder now. Look, I can do this.
Ooh.
What? Check this out. We're going back in. Let's go all the way in. Oh, gosh. I'm just going to play... Oh, here we go. Oh, man. This thing's got quite the zoom. We're just going to have the eye. I'm just going to play all night right here. Just kidding. Drano in the group. You're going to need as much handicap as you can. We have, by the way, JVD. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Oh, no. I just lost you. I still hear you.
You still hear me?
I still hear you, but your
Okay.
screen just went black.
Yeah, I see that on my side. I don't know. Oh, yeah, definitely didn't like that. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. While he's working on that, we have some heavy hitters. That's not... what I mean by heavy, it has nothing to do with their weight, probably. I mean incredibly talented Disc Golf Valley players in the chat tonight. And I'm not just talking about me and JVD. I'm talking about David, who's already started, and Drano. I heard he was in the chat as well. I better start. JVD, if you're there, I'm just going to go ahead and start the round. Because, you know, Disc Golf Valley players, they get pretty impatient. And I think I'm just going to start it out with an ace, if that's okay with you. And, of course, by ace, I mean a shank into the tree. And then
Oh, well, that stinks. Now I need to reset up my shot.
No. Oh, wow. Well, that's, I mean...
Well,
Whoa.
no big deal. I can do that.
Well, I just parred the easiest hole on the course, so, you know, we've all got problems.
Yes, we all have problems. I'm blank on Twitch right now. All right, so if I need 14 to be. I did not save it before that crashed because I just made a bunch of changes.
Does streaming to multiple sources, would that affect the quality of the stream at all on each one of the sources?
Yeah, because you're pushing out multiple. You're pushing out multiple bandwidth. I mean,
yeah, it's just that much more for it to do on the same bandwidth. We've had a couple people say that it's laggy, and I'm wondering if it's because... Oh, I started to say I got a new
welcome
camera.
back on Twitch.
And I was wondering if that had anything to do with it. Which, honestly, I don't think so. I changed my camera settings, my input settings in vMix to be 60 frames per second, like what my camera is coming into my computer as. But yeah, I wonder, this is the first time I've ever streamed to two. Yes, how many of you are playing on YouTube, and how many of you are playing on the how many of you are playing and watching on Facebook, and how many of you are playing and watching on YouTube, or how many of you are playing and watching on JVD's Twitch channel, which I don't see the chat or anything for that. Proud Infidel said this was stimulating. Later's, oh my gosh, somebody just aced 2 holes in a row? What? Is that David? Dang it. Here, yeah, that's David Sally, I think, or Saley. I can't remember. We talked about pronunciation earlier. Just look, Drano is like one of the best in the game, and he's just birdied everything, and he's 2 shots behind David. That's nuts, man. Absolutely incredible. I mean, I will be the first one to say David is the guy who's that he's not around anymore.
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Whoa. And that audio.
I'm here. That's better. Hi.
He's here.
I'm here.
Oh,
yeah. All right.
I'm
getting this. I'm getting this set up again, so we have it. Like I said, I lost all my settings and I had to recreate them. So output 2 should be input 17. So you should see. Hey, there I am.
There you are. Yep,
back.
Nice. We're back.
I'm back, and then this should be here. Let me save this again.
Okay.
There. All right.
We may just give you a bye on the first round.
That's fine. I'll set this one out and just watch.
We're already on hole 9 here. Maybe you heard that I was talking about some heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those heavy hitters just aced 2 of the easy holes in a row. Like that, like what I just did there.
I got a problem with this game.
We're not good at it.
I want them to make it more difficult. Well, besides that. And the fact that they still won't give me a ballista. I'm at like level 25. I still haven't got one yet.
Level 25? Man, people get to level 50 without getting a ballista. Stop.
Really? Oh, that's very sad.
Stop your belly aching, man. No, I'm kidding. If you don't have
well,
every disc in
I'll
the
get
game
one
by
at some
level
point.
30, then they're jipping you.
Yeah, they are. So, wow. I think they should make putting more difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, my stream is going a little kooky.
So I just finished 9. I shot 8 under on 9 with a couple pars, so not a great round. We got Fat Gary in the clubhouse at 9 under. Drano just tied David because even though David had 2 aces in a row, he then parred to Drano's eagle. Chaser's also in at 9 under. Fred had a good eagle on the last hole. So we're going to have to see what happens here. I mean, it's definitely not JVD or I.
No. Definitely not
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh. David albatross the last hole. Oh, David. That is unbelievable. David, how close are you to Kansas or JVD? You live in Milwaukee?
I do live in Milwaukee, yeah.
So, David, how close are you to Kansas or Milwaukee? Because we want you to be on the stream. We want to see your screen on the stream. Wow, that's hard to say. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, that one definitely goes to the chat. So let's give them their just desserts. And we are going to leave. Nobody's beaten David's. Did you see he... Oh, he's gone. Oh, there you are. Did you see he albatrossed?
I'm messing a few things because my network, I had to dink around with my network quite a bit.
You are such a network
the other day.
dinker.
So I'm very unhappy with how this is going right now. My stream quality is really trashy right now.
Really?
It really is, yeah. I should not be having all these problems.
David says,
And yet I am.
Awesome wind for several of the holes, except for the par 5 that you albatross, David. There was almost a 2-mile-an-hour headwind. We're not going to carry the water. Oh, yeah, Chaser wants to know, did you throw it in? Good question. That's true,
all right,
Jordan.
Tyler, you might lose me for a few seconds here.
Okay, all right. Jordan, I forgot about that. They still haven't released the patch. The admin, or the dev of the game, was chatting with me on Reddit actually at this point it's been like 6 weeks ago, talking about the next patch they're going to release will have the ability, like right now, for instance, I can't scroll the leaderboard here. So they'll have that ability, and then also all of the wind in multiplayer will be the same for every player. So that's true. David could have had a tailwind to my 2-mile-an-hour headwind. Not that that would have made a lick of difference. Oh my gosh, and David's gone. I love it. Just show up, blow everybody up. Oh my gosh, look at Drano. That is hilarious. Wow, Drano, I actually thought you were good. Guys, I was wrong. I said David and Drano are the ones to beat, and apparently it's just David. I mean, even though he did par, which is super lame, but then Drano, shooting a 57 with a very, questionable, innuendo-ish score on hole 7. Yes, wind is different for each of the players for a moment. That will be fixed in the next patch. Okay, I'm going to leave this group. We're going to start a new one. Next one is ZG1B. ZG1B, and make sure you lovely people on Facebook know it. ZG1B. Is anyone in here still... Oh no, guys, I wasn't even seeing the comments on Facebook. The Facebook chat wasn't scrolling. Not that there's been a ton, but still. It looks like most people are on YouTube. Chaser. My wife walked in with a 24-pack of toilet paper today, and I just looked at her and I was like, how did you get that? I mean, isn't it supposed to be like the apocalypse of toilet paper right now? All right, while Johnny's gone, I'm going to go grab a drink because you guys are still jumping in. Feel free to go ahead and start the round when you jump into the lobby, but I'm going to go grab a drink, and I'll be right back.
All right, guys. I think this is better now. We're going to see how well my stream holds up. So I had a major issue right before the memorial, and my whole network. I've reconfigured the studio. I've migrated everything 90 degrees, and somehow in that process, our server stopped working for the live view unit, so I had to go to my backup internet connection upstairs for the entire Memorial weekend, which caused a big problem. And It actually caused no problem, thankfully. The stream went super smooth. But since then, my computer's been really funny. Like, it's trying to connect to an old network that no longer exists, and I don't know. But I think now it seems to be...
Nice.
I think I got everything worked out. I was just explaining how I we had this major, like, the night before the memorial, we were testing all the cameras, and none of the cameras would connect up to my server here.
Yikes.
Something had changed in my network, so I ended up configuring every router and ended up using a backup internet connection that I have upstairs, which is why I have two. And since then, everything's been just a little bit flaky, and I think I've got it worked out now. So I'm glad I'm doing this tonight, making sure we get everything situated.
When's the next DGPT? Is that Waco?
That's Waco. That's this weekend. Starts Thursday.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So, you're welcome. This was kind of the Waco tech prep.
It's getting there, yeah.
Are we going to bring in Nate, Val, and Jamie at some point to comment on the play tonight?
We could.
This video, hey, I can zoom now, so check this out. Not messing around with the technology here anymore. And by the way, oh, is that reversed? Interesting.
I think it looks right on our side. It's hard for me to see.
Oh, it does? Okay. This episode is sponsored by Aeroplanes Wingman Wheat. This company is going out of business soon. So everybody's trying to buy all their kind of stock up, you know?
Oh, sure.
But that's been like 2 months ago, and I'm starting to wonder if it's actually just a really clever
like a
marketing
scheme
plan? Yeah, like start the rumor. All right, the code is ZG1B. Hey, Robert. Hey, Justin. Oh, no. I'm eating chips, Chaser. Sorry, is that... Mike picks up everything.
So, getting back to my problem with this game, other than me stinking...
Okay.
Watching people constantly put them in from like 80 to 100 feet, I don't like that.
Well, we've never played a casual round together, but you've probably never seen that in real life before, you know?
I just think that I wish there'd be more of a variable that says if you're outside of like, if you change it off of putting, let's say you're outside of 60, 70 feet,
yeah,
it should like exponentially jump up the chance for a spit out.
Yeah, and like the accuracy shouldn't actually be as accurate.
Yeah, I could see something like that.
You're probably also one of those sickos who wants the basket to be smaller on the Pro Tour.
No, I like
huh?
the basket the way it is. I like the basket the way it is.
Okay, good. I'm like, I've got enough sadistic friends, you know. Uh-oh. What are we going to do here? I need to see here. Oh, wait, what's the score? Okay, can you scroll?
I can scroll, yeah.
Has anybody... Oh, look at all those big numbers on hole 3. Fred birdied it. Just wondering if I should play for par on hole 3. Interesting.
Is hole 3 the island? Where it's the
Yeah.
floating island?
Yeah. I'm going to wait and actually play this with you because since it's us versus the chat, I feel like it actually does matter. We got some strategy to think about.
It might. Are we playing best shot, you and I against the chat?
That's kind of the standard. I guess I don't have the scoreboard set up that way, but that's kind of the standard way that it's evolved over the last couple streams. And ties go to us.
Yeah, of course ties go to us. I'm going to move my microphone a little bit more this way.
Hey, Zach.
There we go. Get Terry's mic out of here.
True facts, Zach. What's your wind here, by the way?
I have 2 miles an hour, technically northward.
What's your play here?
Well, I'm going to go at it, of course.
Okay. I'm gonna wait and see what happens to you, because if you miss, I may just play.
I'm going to miss. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I'm gonna miss. Oh, hook up. Oh.
Just a little too much wind.
All right, I'm laying up.
Oh, I should be doing this for everybody.
What? I lost. Are you talking right now? I lost your audio.
I am talking just
there you
because
go.
I forgot to change the shot, so that included my audio on that one. I switched it over so everyone on Twitch can see you and me. They were just seeing me before, so it sounded a lot like a conversation to myself.
Just a normal Monday night on JVD's Twitch.
Oop. More than likely.
Nice. Thanks, Fred. So that means I am going to have to get an eagle at some point, and might as well be right here. Oh!
I'm going to get an ace right here.
Do it. I missed it. Oh,
Nope.
man.
Not even close to an ace. Same place I always end up. Long and left.
About 50 feet long, yep.
Emoticon. Right now there's an emoticon of me, an emoticon of Terry,
Dude,
and
what is that?
and a Smashbox.
What is that? Twitch,
What was that?
Smashbox. I am putting this on pause. I will subscribe right now.
There you go.
Oh, I see you there. You're live. Subscribe. Whoa, I gotta pay to subscribe.
Oh, come on, get it!
Hey! Hit that replay. Roll that Zuka replay, Johnny V.
Is that our first on-camera ace?
I believe it is. I don't think I've had one. And I had one in a different
Yeah.
video game.
Yeah.
Okay, why can't
Everyone in
I-
the chat owes me $5.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I just followed. But I can't subscribe to you without paying. Is that the deal?
No, well, do you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah. I do.
You need to connect your Amazon Prime and your Twitch account
Okay.
at some point in the future,
Okay.
and then you can give us a free subscription. It doesn't cost you anything then.
Okay. I will. All right. I will do that. First, let's finish poning these noobs
it's-
in the Disc Golf Valley, and then I'm going to go do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's, again, it doesn't have to be right now. Don't bother right now. We can just play right now.
But what you're saying is you only need 4 of us who are already on Twitch to subscribe to Smashbox, and then something with an emoji happens.
Then I get a free emoticon. Like I said, I've got the
Come on,
spit
guys.
it up there.
That is a noble pursuit. That is a worthy goal.
It's a noble.
Smash that Smashbox.
Yeah, I've got the Johnny V, I've got the Terry, and I've got the Smashbox flag logo.
That's awesome. I have
Doink.
streamed to Twitch a couple times. Ironically, not any of these games. I've streamed Fortnite to Twitch, which is fun. Do you
I
get
feel like
into
Twitch
the Fortnite?
is.
Oh, nice catch.
I've never played the Fortnite. I've watched my kid play it, and it goes too fast for me. I'm old.
Yeah, I've heard that about you. Old.
Yeah, it's a true story. I'm watching them like build up these towers and shoot people, and I'm just like, I can't do all that.
Yeah.
I don't even know the maps.
That's
Get
a
me in
big
some
part
old
of it.
school Quake, some Wolfenstein 3D,
Some
maybe
GoldenEye
Doom 2.
on the N64.
Even that I never really played.
Really?
Oh, I'm watering it here.
Hey, thanks for the super chat, Fred. Whoa, he sent £1. Whoa. What? Is that right? Or is that a euro? That looks maybe like it's a euro. Am I seeing that right? Fred.
I think Twitch is an untapped area for disc golf.
Uh-huh. I'd buy that. Fred, what country are you from, and is that a pound or a euro? Oh no. Oh no, I just shot myself
I think that's
out
a
of it.
euro.
Yeah, it looked, I was thinking maybe I was wrong on pound, maybe euro.
No,
I
Tyler, we haven't
so
shot ourselves out
frustrated.
of this yet.
I got to make a 107
We're to-
foot, 5 mile an hour headwind. Oh.
Oh. Whoops.
All right, that's me out of it. Gosh dang, I felt really good about that one.
Now I'm just 12 putting.
Fred takes it with the 8. John not going to be able to get back to 8 under, I'm afraid.
We're playing best shot. Did we get it?
We did
With
not.
my ace?
We did not by one. Oh, if we're playing best oh, I see what you mean. No. Best low total. I guess I should have been more specific, is what we normally do. If we're doing best shot, then oh shoot, I can't scroll.
Still probably not, but
No, we got it with best shot. Fred gave us a euro for your ace.
well, thank you.
Oh, from Estonia. Cool. Fred, I just met Christo Reich. Really great player.
No, we didn't win anyway.
We would have with low total, but we didn't say that, so.
I don't want to do low total because then
Or low ball, I
either of
mean.
us just has to shoot like a 5 or a 6 probably to win, or both of us have to shoot a 5 or a 6. Which, if I'm really playing to win or trying, I think I can do without, thinking about it. But I think that just best shot each hole, best score each hole, we'll say.
Well, if we did that, then we definitely won. So what are we doing? Oh, thanks, Chaser.
No, we didn't, because on hole you said what one? A 7?
An 8. But I mean, just
An 8?
just give me an extra stroke on your hole in one just on that hole, and we are already, because I got 7 under, and we're already down to 8.
Okay, so we tie then. We would tie them because in the 2 that you missed, I both went over par on them
Oh, nice. So we would tie, and then we would win because ties go to us.
because of the tie. That's a good call. Let's find a way that we always win. That's what I
So
like to say.
just let's start doing that now. Just just so we can sleep tonight. We won't retroactively apply that to this game. So you guys basically
No.
get a 2-point head start. But JVD and I, from here on out, are playing best ball on every hole.
Best ball. Yeah.
All right, we're going to leave this group. We're going to start a new one. This one is EU, speaking of the Euro, 1L. EU, 1L. I did shoot some vids with Christo. Actually, Fred, I was not with him because I'm here in Kansas, and he stopped by our headquarters in California, DGA's headquarters. But he Skyped me, and I was able to it was super fun. I was able to kind of direct a video shoot there from here. The magic of the internet. And so we got an in the bag as well as him throwing a couple new discs out in the field. Oh man, Robert says the stream's choppy for him too.
Is this
You know
is
what
the stream choppy on Twitch? On our Twitch? I don't know if it is.
Do you have some people
Is your stream button turning yellow at all? Or
Yeah. Yeah, they are both.
Oh yeah, then you're definitely that's the pure sign that you're losing bandwidth. That the bandwidth
So
is having an issue.
I wonder if I should cut Facebook off. Cut away that lifeboat.
how much upload do you have at your house?
I think I'm 120. 100 upload,
Okay,
20 download.
And you're sending probably 4 to me.
Whoa,
And
we
what
got
are you
some
uploading
eagles.
at? Nice.
I don't know.
What's the bandwidth you're pushing up at in the stream?
Great question.
How many meg per second?
Oh.
What's your quality set at?
So if I go to this, oh yeah. What if I told you 4.5 megabits per second on each source?
So then you're at like 9 just for the stream, and then 4 for me. So you're looking at about 13 plus whatever someone else is doing at your house, maybe.
Yeah.
I would say you could probably maybe cut that down to 3, and you could try that.
So to do that, I need to kick Facebook out of the nest. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
Well,
you could cut the stream. Yeah, you'd have to stop and restart the stream, but if you stop the stream on Facebook, you might lose it and have to. I don't know how you have Facebook set up. So,
well, I've got 4 people watching on Facebook right now.
ooh.
So that's compared to 13 on YouTube. Oh, interesting. I'm getting an interesting error message on YouTube. Error. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough, which will cause buffering. The current keyframe frequency is 12.2 seconds. Note that ingestion errors can cause incorrect GOP, or group of picture, sizes. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm fairly certain it's a bandwidth thing that you're not able to push it out fast enough, so your keyframes are spreading out.
All right, YouTube, no. Facebook, you're about to get kicked out of the nest. If you want to continue watching and playing, go to watch.discgolfcomedy.com, and I will put that in the chat right here. Shutting the stream down. Go to watch.discgolfcomedy.com. Okay, and done. Okay, I should stop that. Turn this off. Go here. Close that. Put that right there. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Stream 2 is telling me that it is... How do I just... Maybe I can just delete... Stop 2. There we go. Okay. So I'm back to streaming with a red button.
Sweet. That means your stream will probably be solid.
Oh yeah, I got the excellent connection notification on YouTube, and that error message went away.
Yeah. Now, I know I subscribe to a service called Restream.io. I think I've told you about that. It does cost money every year, but it allows me to stream to multiple places with only one. I stream to that, and then it splits the bandwidth in stream. So you're still only streaming to one location.
How much is it?
That's great. I think for the real basic setup, it's like 70 or 90 a year. Something like that.
Johnny, these people are not worth $70 or $90 a year. Look at these guys. 70 or 90 bucks for these guys?
Pricing.
All right.
I mean, actually, there says get started for free.
Yep, Tyler's confirming it. Looks like the stream is back to high quality or higher quality.
Awesome. I mean, as high quality as it can be with you and I here.
Right, yeah. So this is definitely a SD hosts with a high quality video feed.
Now, I mean, I over here have a gigabit up and down, so I could stream
Would you
without
stop it? Just stop that. But to be fair, I'm not being paid $280,000 a season by the Disc Golf Pro Tour to handle their streaming needs. Or I mean, that was
last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, has it gone up?
Year.
Okay, so you've renegotiated.
I mean, there's the cost of living.
Yeah.
There is cost of Terry's hair products.
Wow.
I
didn't know that was in a line item.
280 barely covers Terry's hair products.
Yeah, 28,000 of that 280 is just Terry's.
I mean,
oh, we got another ace.
We had to go. We had to go at least $315,000 a year this year.
Oh, I thought you were going to say SPF 315 for Terry.
No, that's what I use.
Okay.
I'm white and pasty.
Oh man!
All right, I'm going to start my round.
Oh no! Stay! Yes! Come on! Roll that Zuka replay.
What did you do?
Safe, but the tree slowed it down and just ride the rail all the way around. Nothing really. I just have to get excited about mediocre shots since I'm not David and don't have anything actually special to cheer about. Or you don't have any aces to cheer about.
Well, take a par on my first hole.
Ooh. Dadgummit. Pardon the language. Tommy seems to think that they are worth all of the monies.
I keep throwing it in the water on this one. I'm a little disappointed.
Well, stop. Oh, this is bad news. Oh, what a spit out. Okay, so...
That's the other things. When you miss a putt and you hit solid chain and basket and it still goes 35 feet long.
Yep. Hey, but check it. I birdied that hole, and if you remember, we're doing best ball. So, but I bogey this one. So I need you to birdie or par this one, and we pick up a stroke.
Oh, come on, hook up.
Oh.
Ah! That was unfortunate. It stuck and then spit out. I needed a little bit more solid center chain.
You got us a stroke. That's all that's important.
Yeah.
I just birdied this one, so go for the ace. You're free to run it.
I've never come close. Nope. Now I'm going to 12 it.
Oh, interesting. Tyler says, we have your cam stream, but not your phone capture going at the moment. That's interesting, because I see it in vMix. Do you see my...
I see yours. Yeah, check what output is being sent.
Night Chaser, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, why would I if it wasn't there, I shouldn't be seeing it here.
Because vMix can technically stream two different feeds to two different locations. So you double check which output you're sending.
Oh, so I should go into stream. Where do I see my output?
I'm impressed with that shot. Doink.
Output.
I'm looking right now.
Outputs. Yeah, it says
Yeah,
I'm streaming number one. I'm streaming output, which is this one.
that's strange.
Tyler, is it still blacked out? Just Tyler, until we get it fixed, just assume that every shot I throw is really, really, really good. All right, we've got a couple eight unders.
I see your video. You're streaming the right thing.
Tyler,
yeah, double check that you are
your
live.
Problem, man.
Tyler, double check that you're live right now. That you're not behind.
Tyler, check your behind. I mean that
check
you're not
behind.
Okay, I think we're tracking 9 under. We just got to keep leapfrogging. We are seeing you on the start round screen. What? That is so weird. I see the card too. LOL. Well, I mean, I have.
Oh, okay. That part, I'm not seeing you play at all. I'm just seeing your.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, because yeah, you're totally right. It's just sitting there. So
you'll have to probably reconnect.
It's frozen.
To...
Yeah. Okay. So it's frozen. So I need to go into TB iPhone, change, local, A power mirror 2. Okay. Boom.
There we go.
Johnny, do you remember back when I was young and dumb, didn't know anything about vMix?
I do remember that.
Remember that? That was quite a while ago, right?
I was telling Jamie Thomas that I should be getting kickbacks from vMix from the people I've been turning on to vMix. Because they installed it at the other studio so we could do a direct connect that way.
I was going to say...
Just like we do this way.
Is Jamie on vMix now?
He probably will be at some point.
So who's your favorite, me or Jamie Thomas?
Well, you.
Yeah.
I think
Good
we
call.
might need an eagle somewhere.
Oh, really? I've been just happily birdieing. So we should have gone.
Check. I can't tell if
somebody gone for that one. Hey, Tyler Nesky, I'm really sorry that I said it was your fault earlier. I mean, it was obviously my fault. I'd still like you to have the blame.
I am personally not.
But yeah, it was definitely my fault. All right, anybody better than 8 under? Nope. We got 3 8 unders. And I am going to hopefully finish at 7. But with 2 stroke... Oh, no. Yeah, just 1. So basically I'm 7 under going into this last hole. We are 7 under going into this last hole. And we just need a tie to win.
Gonna run at an ace here.
Yeah, ace it. Let's win outright. We got enough loopholes going in our favor.
Nope. Load it.
Park job, though. Park job. Chad is 9 down. What? What? No way, Fred. What you talking about? Oh, Fred, you guys don't get to do best ball.
Oh no, Fred.
If that's what you're talking
you guys are too
about.
Good.
Yeah, we can't handle that. We have like 4 rules that we've stacked up now so that it can be relatively even.
Yeah.
All right, best solo score I'm seeing in the chat is 8 down. JVD and I, if you do best ball, got to 8 down as well. Oh, wait. Somebody's saying Calvin is not... Can you scroll still?
No, I can't. I finished.
Is
When are they going to fix that?
in the next patch, allegedly. Oh, he left.
We've been saying that for...
Yes! Johnny, we took so long with our technical problems that one of the players who was 9 under left the group. So count it for us. You know what? I am just going to... Here, let's do a new... I'll reset this up so that you guys can get loading in. 8 LPR. 8 LPR. And now I'm going to fix our scoreboard.
8 LPR.
Whoops. What just happened?
I'd like to thank my 3 new Twitch subscribers, or not subscribers, followers. AT Lien, Disc Golf Comedy, and DG Robbo.
Disc Golf Comedy? That
Robo.
sounds fun. Who's that? Sounds smart. Okay, I'm changing this up so that now it's you and me versus the chat. And they had 2, and we just took 1. All right. All right, here we go. Same thing here. We're doing best ball versus your guys' single rounds, and ties go to us. What Disc Golf Valley course would be coolest to play in real life? Not Grizzly Gulch.
Oh, I think Grizzly Gulch would be so much fun.
Just imagine the walking, though.
I know, but...
Up and down mountains. Do we have a cart?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Follow-up question. I like this one. Whatever this... I can't remember the name of this kind of wooded course. Hey, you know how to ace this one. Let's see a double. Oh, that was a good run.
It was a good run.
You've got this basket scared. Hey, guys, thanks for the super chats, by the way, and thank you for those of you that are subscribed on Patreon. I actually, semi-serious moment, I took several $100s from Patreon. Luckily, we're fortunate where we don't have to, that money doesn't have to like go to bills and stuff, so I can kind of save up the money on Patreon, like from super chats and YouTube monetization, and then buy like a thing that's actually going to make the videos better. And so I bought this camcorder, and I can't show it to you right now because it's camcordering.
I thought you were going to say a new host.
But a lot of, probably a third of the money of this, a third of the cost of this camcorder came straight from supporters on Patreon. And that was just like, that was so cool to be able to withdraw that and spend it on something that I'm going to be able to use to make even more fun content. So thank you. And if everybody in the chat, if that's not any of you, then you know what? Screw you guys. You're just a bunch of freeloaders in here just trying to suck some content. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for being here, liking and subscribing, you know.
Shout out to Symbiotic and Tankslee926 for following here on the Smashbox Twitch stream, which we don't use very often. Actually, we use it every Tuesday night for the live podcast, and then the final days of the Disc Golf Pro Tour I've been putting on here as well. I put it on all weekend, but I'm going to also try to put the final days on here.
You should call it Twitchbox for short.
Twitchbox.
You should play on a ski hill then. says
I have.
Brock.
Couple of them.
He has. Brock, couple of them. Simultaneously.
Yeah, it was 2 ski hills. I had to climb up both of them.
That's how tall he is. Hey,
That's right.
hot round update. Drano's back, so I think we're going to need to add a few more caveats to our scoring soon. Anyway, Drano birdied everything and an eagle, so he's 10 down in the clubhouse. He's just sitting there drinking a mimosa, watching us trip
How is
all over
Drano so
ourselves.
good?
I think it all starts with a good, confident username. Yeah, disc golf comedy. It's like, that's never going to go anywhere. You're John.
Yeah, that's
nothing, you know?
that does not scream confidence.
That's just a name. But we've birdied everything so far as a team.
Oh, that's a bouncy disc. That's like a Vibram. That thing's made out of rubber.
Never had the pleasure of owning one of those. You know, I've been seeing some interesting
nice.
posts on the Disc Golf History Facebook group. Did you know that DGA, well, here, out of like 20 brands who have had molds certified or whatever by the PDGA, I don't know what you would say, what language you would use. But like, out of all the brands that have made official molds, where do you think DGA is on that list? I would like you to...
number of molds?
Yeah, just like the total number of molds since 1976, you know, that each company has put out.
I would think they're third behind Innova and Discraft.
Okay, where do you think... I want you to guess DGA and Dynamic Discs.
Oh, I would think DGA would... I mean, I think Dynamic is probably...
I should actually find that.
behind
list,
Whammo even yet. I don't... Yeah.
I'm taking a 40-second break from the game so I can actually find that post. While I'm looking for that, guess in the chat.
That was a weak shot.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So there's not
That would be my
20.
guess.
There's not 20 on the list. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow. I'm really bad at looking at a list and being able to estimate the total number of items on the list because there are exactly 20 manufacturers on this list.
Okay.
Oh, no. It's a different list. That's still interesting, though.
What lists are you looking at?
That list right there, I was looking at who was leading, who put out the most molds in a certain year.
Oh, in a certain year.
Here we go.
Because there's like over 100 disc companies that have submitted discs now. There's a lot.
Really? Manufacturers with PDGA approved discs. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for. Okay. So you guessed that DGA is third, and yes, there are at least 100 on this list.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Good guess there as well. So where do you say Dynamic is? Give them a number.
6th.
Okay. And just because you said it, where do you think Whammo is?
5th.
All right, I want to see if
No.
anybody's guessed.
I bet you Lightning is 5th. Maybe Whammo is 7th. And I think Gateway is probably 4th.
Wow. Okay, so nobody's really
Could be.
guessed.
I'm clearly way off.
Yeah, nobody's really guessed. So, fantastic guesses, by the way, because out of 100 companies that you even knew relatively where these are is pretty incredible. DGA is indeed third with the third most number of approved PDGA approved discs since 1976, with a total of 69.
Okay.
And then, yeah. So who did you think were first and second?
Discraft second, Innova first.
Yeah, correct. Innova with 153, Discraft with 107. Fourth is Prodigy.
Oh, wow, they got up there fast.
Yep. They've led several of the last 4 or 5 years in that other list I was talking about, like the manufacturer who put out the most discs in a certain year. Fifth is Latitude 64. Then Gateway. Then Lightning.
Gateway, okay.
Then West Side. Then Gateway, then Whammo, then Lightning. So all three of those ones you were thinking about they're just right there at 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah, I missed. I didn't think Latitude had that many. I mean, I know they make a ton of discs for other companies, but I did not realize that they had that many themselves. So
then you got Dynamic is actually at 12th with only 38, and I was pretty surprised by that. I thought they had more than that. A couple of about the last 10 or 15 brands only have one mold. Have you heard any of these? 1080?
nope,
Best?
nope.
Deity?
Sounds familiar, but I'm gonna say no.
And these would only have one disc, so it's going to be like the Deity driver or something. Disc King, Essential, Ferris State, Hero, Hole 19, Sky
Hero?
Iron.
Yeah,
Hero.
Hero is a well, if it's the same Hero discs that I know, it's the subsidy of Innova. It's the Japanese side of Innova, basically.
Ah, interesting. Okay. They got one of their own.
If that's the same Hero discs.
Right. Sky Iron, Synergy, Thought Space. Thought Space? Don't they do like art? I thought they do like
I don't know.
some cool like stamps or something. And then Tokyo Discs. All those people there that I just mentioned have just one. Oh no, not thinking. Whoa, what a stick. Anyway, that's pretty interesting. Who are some notables that are way lower than I would have thought? Yeah.
I mean, we've
Really
nailed
nobody.
off most of the major ones.
I was going to say, I mean, when you get down to like 12 in the teens, you get companies like Prodiscus,
Sure.
Infinite. I didn't know Infinite had their own molds. Castoplast.
Yeah, Infinite discs. Innova makes makes the molds for Infinite, but yeah, they have their own molds, like the
like us and Discraft.
yeah, basically, yeah, because Calvin was throwing one, and Big Germ throws one, like the slab or something, the concrete slab.
Yeah.
And
Interesting. So then, yeah, Ching Quest AT. I've never heard of them. They're
Quest AT. They're the ones that used to make the old turbo putter, the one that looked like a gear.
yeah.
You could put your finger on. They had all sorts of crazy discs. They had a disc with a giant. It looked like a half a baseball on the top of it.
Really?
They had some really funky ones. Trying to think of who made the.
Everybody else is pretty much. I mean, there's Ching and Daredevil, but I feel like I've heard of them.
Yep, I've got a Ching disc. Oh, I almost pointed to the wall where it used to be hanging up. They were a big sponsor of Am Worlds many years ago. They were like some of the first ones with full color stamps.
Didn't GG get his Albatross Ace with an infinite disc? Question.
He did.
Also, is Aerobi?
Yes,
yeah, Aerobi is on here. They're at number 36th with 5 molds. Okay, how'd we do? Where are we at? I got 9 down. So if you can give me one better. Did you do better than Birdie on anything?
Nope.
Then Drano's 10 down is going to seal it for the chat.
Nice job, Drano.
Good shooting, Drain. Okay. Man, they're at 3 now. Ouch. Ouch. Mega ouch. All right, we're going to start a new group. Sorry, Zach, I saw you were only on hole 2 there. This one is CVY2. Wow. COVID-19. Nope, just kidding. CVY2. Brock is suggesting that it was the Infinite Emperor.
That would make sense. Yeah, Johnny Bigfoot says Infinite must be selling so many discs to be able to make sponsor players and tourneys. I feel like their name is everywhere. Yeah, honestly, I think Infinite is doing phenomenally in the retail space. The fact, and I'll say this, Infinite has been a really big supporter of Skip Ace as well, the fantasy disc golf website that I run. Every time I've asked them for something, man, they've been all over it. They give weekly gift certificates for the winners in our big league. They do. I'm working on something behind the scenes with them as well that I can't quite talk about yet, but
talk about it.
I'm hopefully
talk about it.
Okay, so you talked me into it. So Skip Ace is Skip Ace, and it's actually should go live. Not go live tomorrow. I should have the beta on the dev site tomorrow. Everybody's going to get I think I've actually talked about this. Everyone's going to get 20 points. And you're going to be able to wager those points, like Skip Ace points, in weekly events and try to rack up points. And once you rack up X amount of points, you'll be able to turn them in for Infinite Discs gift certificates. So I'm going to start everybody out with basically the equivalent of 20 cents, 20 points.
All right.
And if you want to buy more points, you'll be able to go to the Smashbox store, because Skip Ace doesn't have its own store yet.
I'm going to put
you'll be able to go to the Smashbox store and buy more points to then go ahead and wager them to get prizes and stuff. So I'm really excited about that. I think it could be kind of a cool way to keep people engaged.
Hey, cool logo. Didn't you just have that done?
I did, yes. I went to, was it Fiverr or 99 Designs?
Yeah.
I forget which one I went to. One of the
cool.
two. I think I went to both of them. One of them I didn't like, and the other one, that was the best one I thought. So I went with it.
So I need to do, after we finish this round, can we take a brief pause and I'll screen share my Skip Ace account and you can walk me through how it works?
Sure.
I've been a member for a minute, but I've never actually used it, and I don't even know what or how. So let's I
can do the same thing on my side too.
Okay, let's do that. Well, can you go full screen? I can make you full screen. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
You should be able to, yeah.
Okay, so but first we need to wipe some of these little sissy crybabies' noses with our amazing shots.
We need to crush some fools.
Just talking some smack. Hey, you ready for this inversion shot?
Sure. I hope in the patch they get rid of the inversion shots too.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be the inversion to end all inversions. Let's do this thing. Oh, yeah. Yep. And when I say it's the one to end all inversions, that's mainly because I might not ever use it again because it really
It'll be
worked
the
out.
last time you do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really bad idea there. So I put the website in the YouTube chat for skipbase.com. So in a nutshell, Skipbase is the fantasy disc golf tool that you created, right?
Yeah. Get over that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I created it originally in 2006.
Oh, so you were just
ran it
using
for a
paper
few years.
back then.
Yeah, more or
It
less.
wasn't even
I was using
online.
Macromedia Dreamweaver at the time
Sick.
was the website designer.
Oh man.
And yeah.
I've used Dreamweaver,
Oh, you
to
came
be
out.
fair. I mean, I'm young, but you know.
Yep.
I've used
That was
it.
before Adobe bought it. It's now an Adobe product.
Oh, okay. I've used it as and I don't think it's. I think they discontinued it in 17 or 18,
Yes.
or they
don't
they
really have any
renamed
more
it to like
updates for it.
Spark or something like that. Anyway,
It's something like that. And then so I ran it. It was actually Fantasy DG was the first website, which is funny because I gave that domain up like a moron because I stopped running it after like 3 or 4 years because I got busy doing like life and stuff. And
Right.
And so I ended up letting the domain expire. A couple years ago, I went to go when I started the site up again. I was like, nobody's doing this now. Let me go and do this because I want to see it happen. I went to get the domain and it was taken. I was like, well, no big deal. It's not, I can just come up with a new. I'll use Skipbase, which was then my account forever. And then I noticed last year that Udisk has my domain, my old domain.
Oh no, that's awesome.
So they have the domain, and
You didn't go.
what was that?
You didn't go fight him for it.
No, I didn't fight him for it. Although I think I could take Matt. Josh, he's scrappy. I don't know if I could take Josh.
I do know, since working with them, about how many URLs and usernames and such that they have acquired. It's prodigious. Those guys think ahead.
Yeah.
I tried another inversion. It went about as well as the first one.
Slow down there.
Oh, snap. Nothing good's happening over here. Hopefully you're birdieing a lot.
No, but
Okay. Yeah, what are you going to do?
that's right. We're doing okay right now. We're doing okay. We're 5 down right now if you're through 5.
I just double bogeyed 6. Yeah, let's look at you and
Oh,
me.
is that-
Oh, good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we really need a. We really need you to
I'll
pick
just have
up.
to make sure to get to 6.
Yeah, when you get on 6, we need some love there, because you saved us on hole 3. So yeah, you're right. Okay, you're seeing that. So we're 5 down through 5. All right, any hot scores? Oh, Drano with another 10 under. He says you got to
Drano.
find the sweet spots. I'm assuming he's talking about the inversion line and not just like golden apples. There's a birdie. Whoa, nice drive, JVD. Ring it up, man. Get us that eeg. Totes
That's
get
a
the
huge win to get an eagle here.
totes get the eags. Think that's a little heavy. Oh,
Just barely.
not much. That was a good run. Goodness.
Thought I had it. Just a little much.
I thought you had it.
You were right. It was just a
I
little
was right,
much.
but not really. Oh man, what am I doing? Oh man. All right, need you on 6. Watch out for the water. Don't even worry about the birdie because I double bogeyed it. Oh man. Oh, hit hard. Hit hard. Get that rock. Yeah.
I got the rock.
Nice. This would be big. Oh yeah.
Got it.
Oh yeah. That was a big moment.
We needed that one.
Saved us, and I'm gonna need you again on 8. So take this hole off, or ace it.
All right.
Oh my gosh!
I almost had
awesome.
it. I almost put her in.
That would have been some pretty amazing team play there.
Oh, that was so close.
It's okay. You can triple this one. Doesn't matter.
I will. Don't worry.
I mean, I was kidding, but I mean, you really can. It's just, you know.
All right, so you need me on this one now. You need me on hole 8.
I need you on 8 because I just got a 5
Oh.
over on hole 8. Off the hill. Yes.
With the recoil, I can't get all the way down there, so.
Well, you can give it a little bit or just, yeah, whatever. Either way. Yeah, that's good. We got it.
Put her in for a birdie.
So that means
Not going to make any tough runs.
that means that we're 8 under after 8.
Nice.
We birdied everything. Sadly, Drano's at 10, so one of us has to ace this. What disc did you throw there?
It's not going to be me.
I guess the wind is different, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
All right, I got us. I got us. It's coming back. It's wait
You
for
got
it.
It's right here.
Wait, I'm just gonna rethrow. Rethrow for the ace.
Rethrow for the ace. That's a
Yep.
good idea.
All right, here we go. This is the one. All right, yep, and right off that stump and in. All right, one more try. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to use my putter, and this is the one. Oh.
Yeah, Drano is the chat's champion. That's right, Symbiotic. That's he's got this.
Yeah, you know what? In fact, I feel like, because you guys got another another point there, I feel like maybe this should be. Uh-oh. Maybe something more like that. Call it what it is. Okay. JVD.
Yeah.
Timeout. I'm going to go back to here. Now I'm going to go to, where is it? Desktop capture. Whoa. That one's the wrong desktop. Let's change that to desktop number 2. There we go. Oh, but I need your audio. Wait, why am I should still be hearing you. I guess I'm not. Let me just add you in. Just gonna add you in. Whoa. I'll add me in. Should say TB camcorder. Oh, there it is.
Hi.
Now we can hear you. Okay, let me zoom this.
Excellent.
Put this over here. I'm gonna, so you can kill, go to a one camera, go to all you. Cause
hold on one second. Sure.
Cause I've got...
that's the number 3 shot. So I do this.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'll put you over here with me. Stop!
So childish.
You can't not, though, you know.
No, I know. It's exactly what it is.
Okay, so here we go. So I just went to skipace.com. I saw this,
Yep.
but then I clicked on Picks, and Waco Annual Charity Open Picks close in 3 days. So do I need to click this Create button?
So what you do is, yeah. So up at the top, we'll start at the top. You see it says what league you're currently in. You're probably in the Skip Ace and Infinite Discs League.
Skip Ace Survivor League.
Okay, you want to change that to.
Oh.
Do you have any other leagues?
No, I don't. This is literally the first time that I've ever used Skip
okay.
Ace.
So go down to Join League.
So you're telling me I need friends first?
Nope, no, you don't need any friends. Trust me, Tyler.
Whew. Okay.
On the left-hand
leagues,
side, there's leagues.
Join League.
Yep. And there should be a join code. Just type in SKIP, S-K-I-P.
Okay.
All right. So now up at the top, you should have access to...
Which one am I?
Up at the top where it says leagues, you can change it to one of the 2 leagues that you're in. So now you can go to the Skip Ace League.
This one?
You can, if you want, you can set that one as your default. You can do whatever you want.
So this Infinite Discs Skip Ace Fantasy League?
Yep. That's the one you want to be in. So go ahead and go on that one.
Okay.
Now go ahead and go to picks.
Okay.
So now what you have is if you want to create a set of picks, because there's technically 3 different styles of leagues. There is a Survivor League, where every week you pick only one player in the MPO field, and they have to finish top 15. And if they don't finish top 15, you're eliminated. But you can't repick somebody. So once you use Macbeth, you can't use him again.
Okay.
Once you pick Ricky, he's out. Once you pick, a lot of people this weekend at the Memorial picked Adam Hammis because he had played so well at Wintertime, and he finished like 16th or 24th, and he knocked a bunch of people out.
Ouch.
So now they're out of it for the season.
Wow.
But what you're in now is just our standard fantasy league. So if you go to create picks for Waco, you have 6,000 ratings points to play with. You have to pick 4 MPO players and 2 FPO players. And then you have an alternate, which has to be lower than your lowest rated player. Just in case somebody drops out at the last minute on like Wednesday night, maybe James Conrad doesn't show up for some reason because his van has a flat tire, that you're not disadvantaged those points. You will get your alternate pick then if something like that were to happen.
Oh, so you can't pick interesting. So you can't just pick the top ratings. Not that you would want to,
Correct.
but I was wondering if you could do that.
Yeah, I mean, you could try.
Yeah, I ran out.
You can create a custom. Yep, exactly. So when you click on it, everybody's going to be grayed out. So you'll have to probably change one of your MPO picks to give yourself more points. You see the number of points you have left up at the top in that blue circle. So you need to free up points in order to make the picks that you necessarily want. And each under the rules area, there's an entire table of who's worth how many points. If your player finishes below a certain point, you start losing points. The winner gets like 250 points, then second place is 230, and it kind of rolls its way down for MPO and FPO. Each one's a slightly different. But if you what this does is it prevents people from tanking a pick, just picking the lowest rated player, because they're going to give you a negative 200 or 250 points.
Okay, why would I? Hang on, let me make sure that I'm seeing the chat. Zach, come on, man. Support my boy. So why would anyone pick the lowest? Why would they try and pick a really low-rated player?
Well, before people could do that, and then they would pick a really low-rated player and then stack everybody else. And you can try that, but again, you're going to lose 200 to 250 points right off the top doing that. Tristan Tanner, who's a I think 990 rated pro, and I think he's touring a lot of places, but he's been playing like 1,020 golf. He's a great kind of sleeper pick right now that a lot of people are grabbing because he's been playing so well at the last couple events. Now, Waco's a different type of event. It's not one of the open big bomber courses. It's an event where Sarah Hokum has played really well in the past. Jeremy Coling has played very well. He's won 2 of the last 3 years, I think, because it's a heavily wooded, forehand-friendly course. So knowing the courses can help a lot. But Macbeth hasn't been there for a couple of years either, I don't think. So a lot of people might pick Macbeth or Ricky or Coling. It's all about picking the right balance of players.
Interesting. I still can't. Oh, good. I can pick 3. Yeah. Oh wait, do I have to? I have to have an alternate though.
You have to have an alternate. Yes.
Wow. So how?
So if you pick, so you can't pick basically you can't pick the lowest rated player. You could pick the second lowest rated, and then your and the alternate doesn't count against your points.
Where's Matt Bell? Where's my guy?
Is he playing at Waco?
I believe he is. Where is... Oh, there he is. 1021. Dang it, Matt, you're hurting me too.
So the fun part about this is we set up... You can create your own custom league with your own custom events. It pulls right from the PDGA. So if you wanted to run, the Kansas State circuit, you can set your own leagues, your own point value, because you might want to go with a lower point value, seeing as how most of your top pros are probably rated in the 1,000 to 1,010 range, as opposed to 1,030 who are on tour. You can choose to have alternates or not have alternates. The custom league is pretty flexible at this point.
Okay. So I'm just curious, how will I even field a team? So basically, I can only have a couple thousand rated players.
No, so right now you've got, so take your second FPO pick, pull that down once.
So I can only take these people. Tina.
Yeah, those are the people. Yep, those are the people you have left to choose from.
Okay. But now I don't have any
if you
points
try to
for
pick
an alternate.
No, you don't need points for alternates.
This doesn't take... Okay.
Yep, the alternate doesn't take up points. That's only an emergency case. You'll score 0 points for them if your main players all show up. They just don't... They won't count against you. But if, like, for instance, Tristan Tanner didn't show up, then you would get your alternate pick, which is why it has to be lower than your lowest rated player as a kind of an emergency pick.
So, just one of these picks has to score in the top 15, or else I'm out.
Nope. That's the Survivor League. You're in just the Standard League.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
There's different types of leagues. The Survivor League, you get one pick, and that's it. Like, you get to pick one player. Once you pick that one player, you can never pick them again. This is more of a standard league where you have a salary cap, and then you're going to get a bunch of points. Every week you get to collect points. And at the end of the season, I think there's 20 events this year. We drop your bottom 2 point totals, and usually I send out which I haven't done this year or for last year yet. I send out a disc to the winner. Say, hey, congratulations, you won. Here's your trophy disc. But for this is just, you don't have to worry about anything. Just make a good lineup, and then most people don't care too much about their alternates because most of the time their players are going to be there.
That makes sense.
So now if you go up into the top where it's in the Survivor League, that is where.
Okay, hang on, let me. So
No,
I
that's
need
fine.
to go to picks. Switch to Survivor League.
Up at the top, you can change your league. There you go, Survivor League. Now create a pick for Waco.
So I just pick one guy.
One player. That's all you get. And you haven't picked anybody because you didn't play week 1. So
I just am banking that
technically
Macbeth is going to get in the top 15.
Yeah.
But I can't pick him again, so it'd be stupid to pick him on the first one because
Maybe.
later in the season there'll be less people.
Or later in the season, Macbeth might withdraw because of his ankle, and then you'll kick yourself for not ever picking him.
True. It would suck to get out on the very first one. Alternate is free. All right. I'll be unoriginal.
I have not been watching your chat to know what they're talking about.
Alternate is free. They're trying to... Zach Webb's in here trying to rep the DGAM league. Zach,
That's a good league, yeah. The
Get outta
Disc Golf
here with
Amsterdam
that.
League.
oh,
They've got a whole bunch of people in their league too, and they do giveaways as well. So
have you
yeah,
checked
I mean,
out the
that's
Disc Golf Comedy League?
I have not checked that out yet.
We also have
I don't
one.
think anybody has. And so so the event matchups are like a 1 week challenge, and this is where you're going to get like those points and be able to kind of wager the points. So you could create a more or less a 1 week challenge that just says, I just want to play against as many people as I choose for the Waco event. And right now it's free. It'll always be free. But once we start handing out points, you'll be able to tell people, hey, you need to have at least 10 skip ace points to play. And everybody puts their money into a pool, winner take all, you walk away. And then it'll progress from there.
So let's fast forward a week. After Waco,
Okay.
I'm going to get some points for these people in here. What do I do
Yep.
with the points?
Nothing. This is you're just racking up. It's like a fantasy football or anything like that.
That's what this
you
is.
keep your score. Yeah. So go to standings
Yep,
and then go
I'm
to
there.
2020, and you'll see right now everybody. Was that Brian Roberts? I think is.
Yep.
It's hard for me to read that from here, but
Yep.
so he's in the lead right now with 1,000 and something points. And if you go up to the top, scroll up once. Where it says all events, change that to the memorial. Now you should be able to see if you hit view picks, you'll be able to see this is just the memorial, what happened at the memorial. Once we get further into the season, you'll be able to see. So this is how many points he got per player. This is why he won.
Interesting. So what you're telling me is I'm screwed because I didn't start my skip ace
No.
league at the before the memorial, since I'm 1,000 points
Nope.
behind already.
We drop your 2 lowest scores. And the events that we
Nice.
pick are usually pretty full, so that you're not going to get just I'm not going to pick I'll say Kansas State Championships, where it's going to be EMAC and Isaiah Esquivel, and that's it. So the dropped score will drop the 2 lowest point totals. So you, the winner, you right there, Tyler. So it just means that you're playing with one hand behind your back right now, and that you can only drop 1 event. Everybody else will be able to drop 2 because you've technically already dropped 1 in the Memorial.
Okay. People get to pick their own usernames. I wonder how far I'd have to
go into your
scroll.
profile area.
Oh, hang on. I was going to see how many pages I'd have to scroll till I saw something about salmon.
I don't think it's in there.
3. You don't think somebody's put salmon in the... I mean, if Humpy the Hunter is in there, or Throw Squatch, you know, surely somebody's put in salmon as their username.
I could actually tell you in a couple minutes.
I just figured it would be... I mean, I know it's last year's joke, but, you know, it was such a big joke. All right.
Nope. Nobody named salmon in our league.
Really? Well, I think I know.
I
think I see an opportunity.
They certainly do. There are currently 9,927 people that have signed up to play. Now, that's over the last 4 years, 5 years. This is our 5th year doing it. And I think we regularly get about 1,000 to 2,000 people who play.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, so you can put your own nickname in there. You can pick what you want to be your default league, so that when you log in, it automatically goes to that particular league.
Oh, nice. I want to get notifications. What kind of notes am I going to get?
It should send you a weekly email
Can I change
if you
my
haven't
email?
made your picks.
I'm going to change my email. Is it going to send to both of those emails?
I don't know. I think it might just send to the alternate.
Oh, good. That's what I want.
It's a good question.
What do you think about my nickname? I need to zoom
Gave
in
you the
on
best?
that.
Well, yeah. I could see that. Yeah, so if you don't make your picks, it will send you a reminder email on the day before the event closes saying, "Hey, Tyler, don't forget to make your picks."
Is it actually an audio recording of you doing that? Okay, good.
It takes me a while the day before that to record every one of
all
them.
900.
But...
Luckily, some names double up. That's pretty sweet. So is this the first year that this has like really been rocking and rolling? Or you said you've done this for a while, but...
This is our 5th year.
And it's been just like this whole time?
The first 2 years... this is the first year the website looked like this. We just got a redesign. In the past, it looked a little bit different.
Okay.
But ultimately, the way it's been played has been very similar for the last 4 years. The first year, I played, I think it was just a wide-open salary cap. Because I couldn't connect up to the PDGA to figure out how to restrict it based on salary caps, based on player rating.
Interesting.
So, but yeah, so once I was able to kind of connect up to the PDGA's database and be able to pull players and their information and their rating that gets updated every 2 weeks or a month. So
who won for all? Janne Paninen.
Yep.
Oh, look at
I owe
all
him a
these
disc.
Finnish guys. Or wherever.
I know.
Sami Parsainen. Jari-Pekka Tyrikärvi. Thomas Lundqvist. He's just from here. He's just got kind of an exotic name. Interesting. Well, this is fun. Honestly, I like how simple it is. Because I've never really played
pretty basic
fantasy football, never really gotten into that a ton because you kind of got to get into it. You know, you got to know what you're doing, and it's like pretty involved.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, it helps to know the players, clearly. It helps to know the courses. Some people really get into it, and, they do research on last year's events and, who's playing well right now. Do you want to pick Ricky? Do you want to pick Big Germ? Because Big Germ's like a 10-20 rated player. So, but he always does really well at Waco. So it's stuff like that.
Oh. Hang on.
I know.
Okay. So get that crap out of here. Always, I've got an insider information that Jeremy Coling always does well at Waco.
Yeah, he's won 2 of the last 3 years, I think. So
now I got 30 more points. Sorry, Tina, but I could actually get Kona. All right.
Yep. Move it on up.
Tina, you're not off altogether, okay? You're going to be my alternate. That's fun. Drano. Well, I actually just shut my phone. I just disconnected my phone a minute ago. Drano's wondering if there's going to be another DGVR.
Probably not from me. If you guys want to go for another one.
I don't think for me. While I have you, did you get my access key to Ultimate Disc Golf?
I think, is that the one that's releasing tomorrow or on Thursday on Steam?
I don't know.
From Rob? There's a few disc golf games out there now, and I'm losing track of them.
Which is
but I did get the
an
key.
Amazing problem.
It's such an amazing problem.
If you go into Steam and click redeem code or whatever and put in that key, it'll just take you there, start downloading it for you automatically. Which is what I
know
did.
you sent it to me in Facebook Messenger chat. I just need to dig it up. It's up here somewhere.
Dig it up, download it.
We have a lot of messages.
We've got multiplayer capability in that now. So I believe, if I'm getting it right, I believe we could stream that from both sides, kind of like how we do this.
Oh, that would be
super
pretty
fun.
cool.
Yeah. Next level. All right.
Hey,
I'm
we
gonna
chat a lot.
Oh, you're going through our messages?
I'm going through our Facebook messages. I'm like, I know he sent it to me. Like, okay, I'm still scrolling. Still, oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, we talked about that.
I'll take you into my Facebook. Here's the place. Yeah, here we go. Here's the page that I've never regretted liking. Guys. Oh, what's up, Ace Run? Is that Felix? Look at this. Felix, as you can tell, this stream's going nowhere. Going nowhere fast. But anyway,
it's definitely going nowhere fast.
If any of you need
I
to...
found the key, though.
If any of you need to, like, unsubscribe from all my channels so that you can go subscribe to Awesome Raccoons, I get it. I understand. Wow, that looks like a Wolverine. That's like a Wolverine and a raccoon lab experiment. Wolvercoon. Raccoonverine. This channel just got freaky. Oh, it's Conrad. Hey, Conrad, what's up? Freaky, what are you talking about? Look at this. Look at it. Come on. That's the best. And we're not even going to talk about attackofthecute.com and how many hours a day I spend on here. Ugh! That's not cute. Let's sort it by all-time. Yeah, view most popular all-time. Wow. Look at that. Oh, man.
All right, Tyler. Here's a game real quick.
Okay. What you got?
2019 Google Trends. These are the top searches for all of 2019.
Okay.
I'm going to name the top 10 searched people. No, better yet, can you name one of the top 10 searched people from 2019?
Oh, yeah, of course I can.
Who do you
Of course I can.
Oh, he's gonna
Probably. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I saw some faces, but no names. One of the Jenners. That's my official. Dang it! And that was even kind of a spread too. That was like multiple names.
Yeah,
No-
you had like 7 people there, and none of them are right.
and none of them. Wow. Okay. Give me a hint.
Football.
Yeah. That's a bummer.
All right, how about this? I'll name the people. You tell me why you think that they are on this list.
Here we go. All right.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Or no, wait, we'll go number 10. Number 10. Number 10.
Number
The
10.
10th most searched. Robert Kraft.
He's the mac and cheese guy, and he actually died. Carotid artery. Too much sampling. Right? Am I right? Did I get
although
it?
he is the owner of Kraft Foods,
For real?
the Kraft company. I believe that's the case, but no, that's not why he's on this list.
It's a lot closer than I thought. Some sort of scandal.
He's also the owner of the Patriots.
Okay. And the football deflating thing happened.
Nope.
Dang it.
He went.
Why does it always
He
gotta
was
be
down in
football?
Florida. Well, he was down in Florida, and he went to a massage parlor.
Oh, but not the good kind.
Depends who you ask.
Not the Kansas good kind.
Not the Kansas good kind.
Yeah,
No.
hang on.
No. All right, number 9, Bryce Harper. All right.
All right.
Number 9, Bryce Harper. Do you know who Bryce Harper is?
Bryce Harper. Who that is?
Baseball player. One of the
It's
top
always got to
baseball
be
players.
baseball. Baseball and
Number 8, Jordan Woods.
is that Tiger's wife?
That is not Tiger's wife.
Ex-wife?
Take a wild guess at why this person was the most searched.
They
Oh,
were the
actually,
most
you know
searched?
what? I might give this one to you because Jordan Woods is friends with the Kardashians.
Yep. And
She's
that's,
friends with with Kylie Jenner. I'm gonna give you that one.
Yeah, that was my
All right, here
guess
you go.
earlier for this clue. Dang it.
Lori Loughlin. Come on, Lori Loughlin.
Here's the thing. I wake up.
This is what makes this so much fun.
I go to work. I work, and then I stop work, and I play with my family, and then I exclusively watch disc golf content, and then I go to sleep. And then on the weekend, I make disc golf content, and I go to church, and I go to sleep, and then, repeat. So it's just like I don't watch the news. I don't keep up with the pop cultures.
Lori Loughlin was in the TV show based out of San Francisco. It's on Netflix now.
Fleabag. This Is Us.
No. No, it was an old ABC show.
Touched by an Angel.
No.
The 700 Club.
No.
Days of Our Lives.
That's not why she's on this list.
Okay.
She played Uncle Jesse's girlfriend and future wife.
Oh! College tuition scandals.
Nailed
Yes!
it!
Come
Lori
on!
Loughlin.
Who's good at pop culture? This guy. She paid for her kid to get into an Ivy League school or something.
Yes, she did.
Okay, luckily the chat's
she
saying
did.
they don't know these people either. Except for that one.
Well, it's. I don't know who number 6 is. 21 Savage is a rapper. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know them. Him.
Okay, him. Yeah.
Yep.
Tell me why R. Kelly is on this list.
Because R. Kelly is still alive, and that was news to a lot of people last year, and they actually wrote a bunch of news articles about it. Like, hey, did you know R. Kelly's still around? People are like, what?
Did you know R. Kelly brainwashes women and keeps them in houses?
No, really?
Yeah, there's a whole documentary called Surviving R. Kelly.
Which that was basically the 90s, but
yeah,
it's a lot more dark in that with that idea.
Oh yeah. Number 4, Kevin Hart. You know Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Actor.
Yes, love Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's a funny
Why
guy.
was he searched?
He got into a car accident at the end of 2019.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, he ended up coming out obviously on the good side of it, but that was scary for a little bit, I guess. James Charles.
Kevin Hart is so tiny, you would think statistically, just in terms of surface area, he would have a better chance of surviving a car accident than someone much bigger.
I did not know who James Charles was.
Just nod your head. That's right. James Charles, Jimmy Charles.
How about this one right here?
Jimmy Chuck. I don't know who that is.
James Charles is a gentleman who has a makeup channel on YouTube and does himself up very pretty.
That
Gives
was
a lot of
one
makeup tips. Very big one.
Did you know that I wear makeup?
I didn't know that.
Me either. That was one of the more entertaining comments. Did you watch the Disc Golf Stereotypes video? Maybe you saw it.
I did, of course.
You watched it 17 times? It
1.5 probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Close.
I watched it 7,300 times. But that comment happened a few times. Is she wearing makeup? Or does Tyler wear makeup? Or the girl at the end is pretty, which I'm not offended by any of those, just so you know. Every single one of those, I'm like, right back at you, YouTube chat. Tyler's actually a woman in man's makeup. It takes a lot of makeup, JVD. Takes a lot of makeup, a lot of product.
Jamie Thomas wears makeup on the broadcasts.
No, quit it.
Yes, he does.
No, quit it.
Yeah, him. I think Nate does too. I think Jamie's talking.
They keep the gloss down.
The shine.
Yeah,
keep the gloss down. They basically, it's not like they're make-upping themselves up so much. It's more of a pat down, a base layer, I would say.
They're not using
they've got the bright lights,
eyeliner and lipstick. They're using kind of.
I don't believe so.
Something to give them a more matte finish.
Yes, just more matte. UC Smollett. Who was UC Smollett?
I see what?
UC Smollett.
I do, huh? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, UC.
UC Smollett is Maresma's stage name. He only uses...
Oh, that's close. That's very close.
Okay.
This gentleman had a small issue in Chicago. He was on the TV show Empire.
I got
He
nothing
faked
on that.
his own attack.
Oh, interesting. Wouldn't be the first of us
That
to
was
do that.
yeah. And the number one searched person, Antonio Brown. You know Antonio Brown?
Is that another football
player?
Oh,
It is.
call it.
Got it.
I
Got it.
I just
He,
don't. I've
He
tried.
went through like 3 teams.
I've tried because we had YouTube TV for a while, and so this was last year. I was like, all right, I'm gonna like maybe get into football. We live in the suburbs now. You know, I have kind of an 8 to 5 job,
Sure.
and it's like, yeah, this is what middle class America does. And I like tried to watch some football and like I enjoy watching it.
No?
I think you have to either really enjoy the game or you have
Sure.
to be connected to the storylines over the season, you know, preferably both.
Okay.
But I just
Yeah.
kind of enjoy the game, but I'm so not connected to any of the football storylines that it's just really hard to follow. I could follow golf. I could follow regular golf, probably if I had the golf channel, but I watch disc golf, you know? I'm one of those
I know.
people
I
that-
only watch golf, and I don't have the golf channel or anything. I don't have cable by any sort. I just have Netflix and Amazon. But sometimes I'll go on YouTube and do search for golf because I'm strictly looking at the graphics. So
That's
that is
interesting. That's where you get your inspiration.
because I want to. I want to see what they're doing. I want to see what Smashbox can do with the Pro Tour in order to make sure we are trying to keep up with whatever cutting edge we have. So, we'll see.
Tommy, Noble says got to go with hockey. And that's it's the same thing, but times 0.5 with me in the football situation. But Tommy says, speaking of Sexton, has anyone else noticed how much him and Toto look alike from the Africa music video? Okay.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's there. Different nose. But the facial hair and the overall look. That's fun.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
More than him and like several other singers that we could name, like R. Kelly or Kendall Jenner. If it's between those three, it's definitely this guy.
Oh, jeez. I still have 4 people watching on Twitch. Hi, 4 people.
Where are we at? I haven't looked on YouTube for a minute. I think I have it right here. 15 folks. 15 folks hanging out. So, the next thing so we got the camcorder, right? We're going to be able to put out some fun content soon. Did you see
What kind of camcorder did you get?
I got a Sony HXR NX80.
Ooh, nice. I think that might be the one that Terry has.
I've been talking to Ian a lot about it.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end of the day, I was like, I just don't need. I really wanted to buy the NXR Z90 or something like that. I was like, I just don't need a $3,000 camcorder because I want to make some funny disc golf videos and be able to like track a flight, you know? So he said, well, you should just buy the ones that we use for our B cams. And so he sent me that one, and I got to looking at it, and it didn't do 4K, and it didn't do slow-mo, but they've updated it 2 years ago, and that's this one. So Ian has never owned this one, but confirmed, he looked at the article and confirmed basically this is like the new version of that one that it'll do some super slow-mo stuff and 4K. So I've been super happy with it. I filmed a local team player throwing a practice round. It's a different, it's a different animal than filming with a DSLR, but in almost every
it is.
category, it's way easier. Like,
Yep.
so easier.
DSLR is good because it can give you that shallow depth of field that
Yeah.
these can't. But ultimately, you can use the DSLR for certain shots if you want, and then try
Totally.
to color match them.
That's funny.
But
That's
this
what
is
I've been
going to be
doing
way
today.
easier for disc golf.
I filmed an in the
Nice.
bag with Matt Bell last week, and I just made sure that the camcorder was the one far away, and I was zooming way in, so to give me kind of fake that high compression, and got a nice shallow depth of field, and then my DSLR was just right next to him, filming kind of a side angle. So it did come out
Cool.
looking like a pretty similar quality, and I just had to tweak the color to get them to match up.
Yep.
But I'm glad I had DSLR. I've spent a decade working with DSLRs before camcorders. It's like I wish that I had learned how to play the piano and then went and played the guitar. And I spent a ton of time playing the guitar and then learned the piano late. And I'm like, oh, if I had learned this one, I would have basically already known everything about that one, which is
Okay.
kind of how it's worked out with me going from DSLR to camcorder.
Makes
Anyway.
sense.
What's the name? It's let me just double check, Conrad, or Felix. Sorry, can't remember. Who I said
Yeah, I know
was
the Disc Golf Pro Tour picked up the Sony PXW-Z150s.
Yeah,
Those are very nice. They're about $2,600 a piece.
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to justify buying.
Yeah.
NX.
And
Yeah, so this is the HXR NX80, and the PXWZ 150 or 190 were the two that kind of the next two up that I was. But at the end of the day, I was just like, man, I could spend $1,000 less
yeah.
on something because I just don't need those features.
No. You probably don't need 120 frames per second with the camcorder.
But I have that on here.
Yeah.
But this one does.
Oh, that one has it. Okay, good.
120 at HD. Well, no.
I think that's what this
that right?
one is.
This one can like digitally fake up to 960 frames per second, which is super gimmicky. And I was messing with it the other day. I'm like, I don't know that I could ever put that in an actual production, but it's kind of fun. Like if I was experimenting with a machine or something and needed to see it super slow but wasn't too worried about the quality, kind of fun to see.
That makes sense.
I bought it refurbished, Felix.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Let me
Nice. Yeah, and the
see.
Pro Tour isn't too worried about slow-mo because we can't really do slow-mo on the
Conrad.
live broadcast over the cellular. Now,
Right.
if they were going to be putting together a ton of post-production stuff with those cameras, which I know they're going to do some of, then they would probably care a little bit more, but
Yep.
they're not right now.
Yeah, so as I'm thinking back on it, it was a demo model or like a floor model from Adorama camera. That's why I got this
All right.
one for a good price. So I love buying refurbished stuff. I don't know what your experience is with that, but whenever possible on bigger ticket items, that's my go-to.
It depends for me, honestly. It depends. Or you could just have one of these, which is a $10,000 unit that
Whoa.
broadcasts. This is the live view.
Yeah, toss it around some more.
Oh, it's nice and secure. Trust me. This is what the cameras plug into that broadcasts here to my studio. So, yay. And we had one of the SDIs, the SDI ports was bad on one, and because we have a warranty or an SLA, I just called them and said, hey, it's bad. And they're like, all right, you'll have a new one in a day. And they sent it to me, and I sent the old one back. So this is the brand new one. Terry will bring it out to Waco, and we'll be golden.
So what you're saying is now, since I have a broadcast level camera, or a camera that can actually broadcast stuff, that you can just patch me into the DGPT broadcasts?
Anytime.
Just randomly?
Just turn it on. I'll just from right here. Hold on.
And we're going live now to okay.
Oh, yeesh.
I thought we were going to Terry on the sidelines, but it's Tyler in his office. Plot twist.
Truly, the way my setup works is with the 4 cameras. It also, there's an application on iPhones called the LU Smart that with the right settings, I could go live from a cell phone as well. So I could have Terry plugged into just a phone with a microphone, and he could be live from his phone sending me stuff as well on the same delay, the same everything, so he wouldn't have to take up a cameraman. But
so
we
do
haven't
all those
done
feeds,
that yet.
Do all those feeds go into some sort of hub there on location before it gets sent to you?
Yes. It's a server called an LU2000. All the feeds come into that, and then they come out via SDI into my computer, which has an SDI card with 4 ports. So I get each camera comes in on its own port that then goes into vMix.
So, and that's an internet. Try not to sound like my dad. It's not like what's the signal that they use to get it from the cameras to the port? And then I'm assuming you just have to find the best internet you can to connect that port to get the stream to you.
Yeah, that's why I have I've got fiber here at the house for a gig up and down, because each of these cameras pushes at least 4 to 5 meg a piece. So that's 20 meg just in cameras, plus the 4 meg that I have going to the studio for the vMix call so the commentators can talk. So that's 25 up and down. Yeah, it was I needed a lot. So I just went with the fastest, and thankfully I was able to get fiber here. So
tell me, I was curious, what changed between round 1 and 2 with the latency when you switch to an interview with Terry on the sidelines or something like that? You switch, and then it's often like 6 seconds ish before they're like, we're here on the sidelines with the blah blah blah. But I felt like round 2, that was a lot tighter.
A couple things. One, Jamie Thomas and I getting on the same page, learning that there's like a 300 millisecond delay between you and me, which is the same as what I have from the booth. So when I see Terry come up and I say, all right, Terry, we're going to come to you in 3, 2, 1, and Jamie knows now not to throw it to him right when I say 1, because I click over, and it truly is only 2 to 3 seconds between that. It feels like 6, but it really is only 2 to 3. Unless the cameraman doesn't tell him that we're live for whatever reason. But Jamie learning that, okay, when John says 1, give him about an extra 2 seconds. Because otherwise I was either sitting on Jamie and Nate staring at the camera, waiting, or I go over to Terry staring at the camera for 2 seconds. So it was all just about learning better timing, honestly.
Interesting.
That's one of the hardest parts, is just making everything time properly when we're on a 2-second delay between me and the course.
So is there like a light
So,
on their camera or something that turns red when it's the live?
nope.
There is on the LCD, right? That the camera operator sees?
Ye- The camera operators only know when they're live because I tell them they're live.
So like this camera was talking about when it's on a broadcast setup, it's like
A
yellow.
tally light.
There's a yellow box around the screen when it's connected on a network, and then it goes red when it's the live camera.
Yes, there is. When you connect up to the SDI, you can tell it to, I think, to tally if you have like a screen. I think you can tell it that which ones are live, but I don't believe there's a way vMix can send that back to my system to let those guys know when they're live.
Oh.
I went to a Foo Fighters concert last year, and where I was sitting, I could see the guys running the screen. And I sat and watched that as much as I sat and listened to
Yeah, I'll bet.
Dave Grohl. I'm watching him like choreograph everything from the camera shots to what they're putting up, like the trippy stuff they're putting up on screen. And it was a phenomenal concert. But I'm sitting there kind of trying not to watch this guy do whatever on whatever program he was using. I had no clue. I'm sure it was something broadcast related with the whole stadium, but I just kind of was like, wow, look at that guy go. And I could see one of the cameras would flash yellow and red when he was live, and I couldn't keep my eyes off of it, which I should not have cared at all. But
That's awesome.
yeah. So, yeah. So what's next? What's next for the studio for you?
I'm gonna get a second mic. Well, I don't know. I've got this guy who came with this Focusrite audio interface that I bought.
Sure.
This is the Sennheiser shotgun mic. I just fall more and more in love with every single time I use it. I've had it for about 2 years.
Okay.
But this one just being omnidirectional is just not like, I feel like that should make it a good thing, but it's just not. I mean, you can hear, I mean, right now we've got the furnace, we've got my kids' fan radio, podcasts playing right above my head. And if this were on here, you'd be hearing me plus all of that.
Oh,
All
wow.
that to say, I want to do some podcasting this year.
Okay.
We had talked about that briefly a while ago, that
Back off, dude.
the main the main thing that you need to have is participation. And it would be really hard to do a podcast as a solo act, and it just works so much better when you're having a conversation with somebody, because there's not dead time and you don't have to rely on whether the chat is active or not on the success of your whole thing. So
Yeah, if you're going to do a podcast specifically by yourself, it has to be a one mic show. You can't rely
it's a monologue. It's just a speech.
It's a monologue.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I want to do that because I think that would be a ton of fun. And that's kind of what we do. It's kind of what these are, but maybe make that a little more official and have a disc golf comedy podcast. Because I've got, what I'm going back and forth with is it a disc golf comedy thing or is it a DGA thing? And this is kind of, I have this question a lot. It's kind of a balancing act, but I've got a guy here in Wichita now who is on our team, and he's got a really good personality, really funny kid. So I was thinking, I'll bet you, he and I could put out a more regular thing. So I think that could be fun, but that's the question. I don't know. Since he's on Team DGA, we could make it a DGA podcast and we could talk about discs and tournament results and, kind of do the normal thing. Or we could make it a disc golf comedy thing and just do some of that, but a lot of other stuff too. So that's
it's about
what's
finding
next.
a niche.
I'll need to
Finding a niche and what you need to do.
I'll need to rejigger the audio video set up a little bit. Not much, but I want to get it to where we can kind of like what you and Terry have. Have you ever messed with multiple angles during your podcast, or is it always just a static shot?
It's just a static shot. Right now I only have one camera in the booth.
And have you ever
right there,
messed with
the JVC.
setting up more?
I've thought about it. I just honestly don't have because I've got my computer has a dual. Technically, I've got a dual HDMI capture card and then a quad SDI capture card in it. And the SDI is just for the broadcast. The HDMI is what this camera is plugged into. And I could have another camcorder plugged in and have a different angle, or have Terry and I each on our own camera. I just don't know. I don't know what or why. See, if you look at my studio right now, like, it's just not much.
What would be cool is if, you know, when you're on like a Google Hangout, and
Sure.
based on the audio level of the different channels, that, you know, that's what determines the switching. That would be a pretty cool feature for vMix to adopt. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when you're on a Google Hangout with 4 different people, essentially whoever's talking is the person that's on the main. Like they switch.
There are
to them.
plugins for that. There's a plugin for that there's a company, stepbackintime.tv, that has a program called vMix Automation that I think does that.
Really?
That will recognize the audio and immediately switch to that particular shot.
That's interesting. Because that would be kind of fun. I mean, if you could not have it be like aggressively back and forth, like flickering, if you guys were talking over each other, you know, that could be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, it could flash back and forth, but I guess with the automation program, they use some sort of AI or programming that forces it not to switch so fast.
Maybe like a minimum, like 2 or 3 second,
like a delay or something along along those lines.
I could see that kind of be fun if you didn't have to actually do the switching. If you had a camera, or even cameras, you know, a wide angle and then 2 close-up angles, to have it go back and forth between those would be kind of fun.
The other thing that I've thought about doing is replacing the dual HDMI card, which is just a 1080p card, with a 4K card.
I see where you're going with this.
And then bringing in 4K so I could really punch in on certain spots.
Yep.
And then it would make it feel like basically I have 4 cameras, even though they're all kind of the same angle.
So you could have a 4K wide angle and then 2 more setups of a close-up of you and Terry, and switch between those 3 like really easily.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And that's I've debated doing that, about bringing, you know, just Terry or I think if we have a Patreon goal, I don't even know what it is. It's way high. That basically we'll hire a switcher, someone just to switch the show for us.
Nice.
We'll find someone to come in and just do it, so I don't have to focus on switching. I can focus solely on the interview and on the chat board.
Can I apply?
And I would love it.
I mean, if your Patreon goal is really high, you can fly me in every week to switch for you.
I think our Patreon goal I think it's $2,000 a week per show. We'll buy our own studio.
Shoot.
We'll rent out a studio that Terry and I will just go to, and then we'll have people come in. We'll run like putting leagues and stuff and broadcast them. And
oh man, that sounds fun. Well, listen, it's not going to be for lack of my $3 a month that you don't get that. We just need 19,997 more dollars per week.
Just a few more. Just a few more.
Zach has some technical questions for you. I want to pull up. I want to show you my my studio goal. My goal is not quite as audacious as yours.
Zach asks, what's the server box to my left of the desk? I think maybe you're talking, I'll bring it up here real quick. Maybe you're talking about the box that's right there. That is a Pelican case where we used to bring all sorts of stuff around for, you probably, if you're watching on Twitch, you could probably see it, actually. We used to bring in all sorts of, that's how we used to travel with all of our stuff, basically. My left, right, left. Oh, this server box right here maybe is what you're talking. There's a, I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a computer right here this is my old streamer. And right now it just runs graphics. So Gary comes in and runs graphics off this. So whenever you see a lower third or a graphic pop up on the screen during the Disc Golf Pro Tour broadcast, that's Gary picking and choosing which ones to show. I used to do it all on my Stream Decks. This awesome thing right here, which I love. Each one of those buttons is programmable. I can do all sorts of fun stuff with them, and I've got 2 of them now. That's how I switch the show. Basically, I've got a button for throw, a button for catch, a button for reaction. What I call the FPO shot, which is the primary FPO one that sends us to ads, one that sends us to the booth, brings up whole previews, hits instant replay. I basically run the whole broadcast off of that and a little bit of Emix clicking around. So.
And what's the disc golf comedy button?
That's eject.
Crash. That's Crash. The 404 that pops up with my logo on it.
File not found.
Okay.
So what's your goal here?
Here's my latest. So similarly to how I saved for this camcorder, I'm going to begin saving for a drone. I've had a Phantom 4, and I've had very easy access to a Mavic Pro, but a FPV racing drone is, I think, going to be my next goal, and that is because of this right here. Oh, man. I don't know if you can see that.
Whoa. Yeah. Where it's following the ball?
Yeah, so I saw this come up in my Facebook feed, and I instantly thought...
Do you know how good of a pilot you'd have to be for that?
Exactly. But it's not like he's doing that with a Phantom 4, you know? Because for one thing, the Phantom can't go that fast. So, like, this is where I've been spending a lot of my time lately. But, like, that's, you know, that's an example of... Let's buy a...
sure.
Let's buy one ready to fly with the goggles and everything. Oh, that one's cheap. Oh, there you go. That's the one. So with something like this, you can go incredibly fast. You can start and stop on a dime. They're modular. So, well, when they crash, they're not as fragile as like a Phantom or a Mavic, because they're really small, you know, so that helps a lot right there.
And we've crashed a few Mavics. Ask Terry.
Okay, I've crashed a Phantom into the water.
Or not a Mavic, a Phantom.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the big white one.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, then they're modular, you know, so if you do break a part, you know, you replace the part. The parts are all relatively inexpensive, and you start over. But, you know, the biggest deal being that you are seeing with first-person view, you know, what your drone is seeing. So obviously when that golf shot came up, I was just like struck, because I've tried to do that with that Phantom 4. That's actually That's actually how I crashed it the first time, was trying to follow my buddy's drive in sport mode, which that those drones will go that fast, but you just
Mm-hmm.
have the depth perception when you're hundreds of feet away is. And I actually saw a shot, the best drone disc shot that I've ever seen. I think Terry was part of. Is that right?
Is that the one with Nate Doss?
Somebody has a shot where the drone is flying backwards and they throw at the drone and then the disc fades out of the
Oh,
shot,
sure.
but it's like pretty close to the drone most of the flight and then it fades away.
Yeah, that was our first one of our first cameramen, Joe Height, Hellfish Productions, I think is his thing. He hired a guy out in Oregon, and that's Nate Doss throwing,
Okay.
and he actually hits the basket on that.
Oh, nice.
So, and you can't hear it, of course, but he hits the basket. But that was a really good drone follow.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that and being like, I think that's kind of like in the back of my head somewhere. I wanna get like the perfect disc drone shot because I haven't seen it yet, and so now I've seen it with a golf ball, and it's out there. So now I know what tools I need to get that. But yeah, I think the one Terry was involved with was the best that I've seen.
Yeah, and honestly, Terry really wasn't involved in that at all. I
He
mean,
wasn't.
that was more the pro tour. Terry just kind of made the connection between the two. Yeah, we got a. I think it was a Phantom 2 when it came when they came out, and it had a slight delay from when you were watching it on your phone to when it was flying.
Yeah.
And so I sat there and kind of learned how to fly it. I was at Maple Hill, up and down, kind of left and right, and it's like, all right, here, Terry, here you go. Here's, keep an eye on it. So he goes down Maple Hill Fairway 1, and he's going, and I'm kind of watching him, and I'm watching him, and he keeps going, and I'm thinking like, okay, he's gonna stop at any minute. Nope, right into the tree. Like it was like he just never just crashed. I mean, he wasn't. It was the first time he ever. I don't think it was the first time he ever flew it, but he just wasn't. I'm like, stop, Terry, stop, and he didn't realize that like how close he was to it because of the delay from sending the signal back.
Yeah.
And it didn't have. That was before it had any sort of crash protection or stopping or
Yeah.
anything like that. So that fell like 150 feet right to the ground, and it didn't work very well after that.
Yeah.
And then so did we exchange it or we got a different one? Someone donated one to Smashbox, like a really nice drone. It was like $1,000 drone.
Dang.
Someone donated it to Terry and Smashbox. And so Terry has it. I don't know if he really uses it, but it was it was very nice. I would love to play around with the drone with the goggles too. I think that would be fun.
I think it will be. That's my next creative. I don't even know what you'd call that goal. I guess next on the list. I want to do I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to do this thing, and that's the next thing that I want to do. And
Yeah.
I was also thinking about hole previews. Like everybody's hole previews, Joe Mez's included, are pretty stale. I mean, they're pretty much just like some people do a better job than others of being smooth with it, but for the most part, it's just a really slow flight down the fairway, and you got to be really careful in wooded. A lot of people's drone previews are just like so halting and, around when they go in those tree spots. And the stuff
Yeah.
that you can do, I've been watching a lot of cinematic reels, that guys
Sure.
do with FPV drones. They're so small, for one thing. They can fit through a lot tighter spaces in the trees. They don't have any obstacle avoidance, which is good or bad depending on how you look at it. But then again, just the fact
Yeah.
that they're seeing what the drone sees, these guys are just weaving in and out of branches and going through little gaps in the canopy and stuff like that. So I'm thinking Man, you could make some absolutely sick hole previews. Course
I think you could. And
features,
honestly,
basically.
this is a slight hang up for me in general. The whole previews are they're stale in general. We at Smashbox did, and I'd love to see it come back. And it just we used to do where we would go to a hole, talk to a pro, have them throw a shot. Hi, this is Dana Vici. I'm here on hole 1 at the Memorial. You're going to want to throw a hyzer here and land on the right side, avoiding the water, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's the primary shot. And we would follow groups around before events and record them and then edit them together. I honestly am so bored with the drone shots. I understand that they give a perspective, but I think that's an area that can use a refresh in general.
Yep.
And I don't know what the right thing is. I don't know if it's better
Maybe
drone
3D.
coverage or more cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's... Yeah, I don't know. But what I didn't love is the fact that the PDGA this year for Worlds, they put out an RFP for if you want to do post-production at Worlds or live, and part of the requirements were drone previews. Like, you have to have drone previews if you want to cover Worlds. And I didn't like that in general, because I was thinking, what if I don't want to do drone previews? What if I have a better idea?
Yeah, if
like,
it's a creative decision to not.
Exactly. And so, I mean, it is kind of what it is right now. I just feel like post-production coverage in general is kind of stale. And I understand that comes with quite a perspective coming from the guy who's doing live. Like, I totally get it. I see the irony in that. But even, I mean, everything from Terry's stuff to CCDG to Jomez, like, it all looks nice, but it all looks the same to me.
Yeah.
I like Central Coast that they at least broke up the graphics now. It's not just a bar along the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've got some different stuff. So I really loved it. I wanted to send it to Ian because last year I was trying to do graphics for Terry, and I suck at graphics. It's not my forte.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, I know. I put it out there, and people just laugh at me and point.
Have you been to
look
JVD,
at the graphics guy? Ooh.
JVD sucks at graphics.com. You haven't seen that yet, have you? Oh, you have.
Yeah.
Oh. I did the graphics for it.
And
they're pretty great.
Man. And so I had done a couple mock-ups of kind of like what Ian had rolled out this year, except his were much nicer than mine. Mine were a little more colorful, which I think made them look way more amateurish than what he had done, which is good, and I really like it. I like the change from the bar across the bottom. Someone asks, Tanner Sherlock says, what does Ball Golf do for whole previews? They do drone shots as well.
And they have, but they also have 3D stuff, like the Masters.
They do have 3D stuff. Yeah, yep, they have 3D stuff, and something that CCDG does that I also have done in the past that I really like is using After Effects to map it out, so you can put graphics. You know, when the graphics pass you in the camera, like they're stationary, but they're clearly they're part of the.
I was actually
the
part
shot.
of.
I love that.
Part of Ian learning that in After Effects.
I love that because I did the same thing. I sat here and I asked, and I don't think I'm going to get it because it's the whole previews for Waco. I asked Mo and the Pro Tour. I was like, hey, can I get a copy of those by like no later than Monday? Because I can do that. I've done it. I know exactly how.
Yeah.
And they're not going to get me the whole previews probably until Thursday or Wednesday night. Because even if they get them to me now, tomorrow's Smashbox, and then Wednesday night I think I'm busy, so I don't know. But so
I can guarantee you that you're busy, regardless of what it's going to be. You're going to be busy Wednesday night with something.
Yeah, it just in general, and so it's kind of like, I think the whole previews in general can be much better, and I think there's potential for that. I need them earlier than a day before in order to make them look awesome.
Yep.
So
I'm sad we're not this is just evolving into an incredibly private conversation now. I'm sad we're not a premier sponsor of Waco because I've got that disc animation done, and I really like how it's looking.
Oh, yeah.
JVD and I had talked about what are we calling those bugs? Little blips.
I mean, they're like animated lower thirds, like lower third graphics.
Ads. Yeah. I always describe it
I mean,
to people like when you're watching a TV show and an ad for another TV show pops up during that TV show. You know, like watch Touched by an Angel this Thursday at 7, you know, and it's just like some little thing in the corner and then it goes away.
Yeah.
But,
well, I mean, the Pro Tour has a good problem in that they have a lot of ads they need to play. Like especially after the Memorial, more companies have contacted saying, hey, that broadcast went great. Let's get on board now.
Yep.
Because I understand there was some hesitancy from companies not knowing how the new tour was going to handle things. And that's awesome. But I told Jeff Spring and I've told Mo, I said, that's awesome, but there's only so many spots for commercials. We need to think of other ways to advertise. And whether that's, you know, those type of overlays or lower thirds on whole previews or during scoreboards or during play, even like, oh, cool, they're all teeing off. Let's pop something up that says, hey, this is brought to you by DGA, you know, and there's Tyler juggling discs or something, you know?
I'll have to start practicing. The tough thing is you guys have added so much more native content, native filler content this year over any other year that I've watched, you know, which you and Mo, I know, has been a big part of that, and just the interviews and stuff like that. That makes it tough for advertisers. Well, it makes it tough for you to squeeze in advertisers.
Yeah.
So.
It does. I think we need more stingers. I don't even know if I have a stinger here.
I mean, obviously, it makes it that much more "quote unquote" enjoyable or watchable, you know, to fans, because they don't want to be watching ads all season.
Correct.
It is an interesting problem.
It is, and I think we could use more, like during those pieces that Mo has. You know, this interview brought to you by.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Right.
Zucca or whomever. I think there are lots of places to advertise. I think the scoreboard is a huge one. It's why I threw the Skip Ace Fantasy Disc Golf thing on it, because I think that's what everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see the scoreboard at times, and throwing a really nice or a good logo up there, I think, is valuable.
Yeah.
And it's just, it hasn't been sold on the Pro Tour, as far as I know. No one's ever, if it has, no one's told me. So there's real estate there, and I took it.
Yeah.
For better or worse. I did it without asking, but I took it. So.
Well, it's blank space without something there, so it looks better having Skip Ace's logo there than it would without.
Than
so
nothing.
I mean, that's yeah.
But there's just, again, there's a lot of good problems to have. It's just a matter of keying in and finding the right balance of commercials, interviews, assets, and advertising, like other advertising spots. And there's definitely spots for it.
I'll bet books have been written on nerdy topics like that. You know, books I hope I never have to read, but they're probably out there.
No, I don't want to read them either.
Well, sir, thanks for hanging out.
I think of course, always. It's always fun.
We proved once again that we're not as good as the general public at that game.
Drano is the man.
And David, I mean,
guy.
You were kind of in and out, but David shot 13 under with a par the first round, and then he had to leave because he messaged me earlier saying that he had to he has bowling league tonight, and but he stopped by just for one game, and he still got to 13 under with a par, and then had to leave. So him and David and Drano, those guys are nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I don't. Yeah,
Well, he had the two
I
aces.
don't understand.
He had the two aces back to back, so that'll get you on the right track pretty fast.
Wow.
But we'll
I just-
play
yeah.
Ultimate Disc Golf. Maybe next time we stream, we should shoot for trying
Yeah.
to stream the actual game. Be interesting
Definitely.
to see how
I've
my
got the code
computer
right here in
handles
front of me. So, the code you sent me, I've got it right here in front of me.
that. Go download it, get practiced up. It's going to be an epic battle.
I bet. I've never played, so we'll see. It will be. All right, Tyler.
All right, guys, I'm shutting it down. Thanks for hanging out. Go follow Smashbox TV. Follow Disc Golf Comedy in more places than you already have here on YouTube. And we will catch you on the next one.